Hello there, and it's good to have you once again with me on Double Narratives with Dr. Angie. What we do here is we pick issues that we consider from both sides of the narrative. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a phone call I received from one of my subscribers. She raised issues that I feel it's very topical and might be necessary to consider the issues together. Now we're going to listen to her call. I took permission from her to share the call publicly, and we're going to listen to her call and then we'll pick the issues from the calls. Please listen with me.
My name is Feima and I'm a fan of Double Narratives.
Okay, thank you very much.
I need your help
Okay.
on a particular issue bothering me, ma.
Okay.
I'm calling because of my mom. She acts very strange sometimes. Whenever I offend her and she wants to report me to maybe someone else, or most importantly my dad,
Okay.
she makes the matters worse. She exaggerates the matter. She lies against me. She paints me like a bad person.
Okay.
And most times I feel like when she does that, people see me as a very bad child that is very disrespectful. Even if the issue is very little, she blows it out of proportion, and sometimes this affects the way my dad sees me. She does not want me to be close to him. So I want to ask that, is it possible for a mother to be jealous of her relationship, the relationship her daughter has with her husband?
Welcome back. Now, as you can see from the phone call, she has shared concerns that most of us, had as growing children. I remember personally listening to my mother relate issues to my father, and I wondered where in the world she got the details from. Of course, she exaggerated some bits of the incidents, and then she had her reasons too. In the phone call, she raised two important issues. The first one bordering on parents lying, and the second, maternal jealousy. We're going to be considering today in this video why parents lie, or lying parents. We all grew up in, of course, environments where our parents at one point or the other lie. Some are very mild and done very innocently. Lies like getting money from children and saying you're going to pay them back when you never would. Or some that are based on our means, will tell them some ghost will come for them if they do anything bad. Or we'll tell them if they steal, they're going to lose a tooth. We tell them these very harmless lies. Or sometimes we take it as, a notch by saying, go tell someone I'm not him, when really you are him. So all of us have at one point or the other experienced our parents lying to us, and it seems to be, a part of life. As a matter of fact, according to a research conducted in the US in 2012, it was found that lying to children is actually a parental style that can be adopted by parents. And why is this style adopted? It's adopted, one, to influence the behavior of children, to get them to stop doing the wrong thing and do the right thing by instilling a fear of something that is going to happen in them. Also, we use it to appeal to their emotions, to help them conduct themselves and be better behaved. We tell them that when we were young, we had good grades, parents never blamed them, and we practically lived a perfect life. These are all lies, and sometimes we think they are very harmful. But if you listen to that phone call, she talks about in cases when lies are exaggerated. Let me share with you an experience I have had. I have had to sit down and listen to my mother report an incident to my father as well, in a completely exaggerated manner. We all at one point or the other seem to have experienced that. And mothers kind of do it harmlessly because they feel that way they can force the father's hand to give you a punishment that meets up with what you have done in order to correct you. But then let's find out what research says about parents lying to their children, and sometimes the adverse effects of lying to parents. And we're going to lying to children rather, and we're going to consider it from two perspectives, two sides of the narrative. First, parents lie because they want to affect your behavior for the better. But then sometimes these lies can be harmful. Children, especially once they start growing up, need to understand there is a type of parental style that is adopted by most Africans and most mothers and parents across the globe. But then parents also need to understand that research has proven that this kind of parenting style might likely have an adverse effect on the relationship we have with children. The antidote is, when children start growing older, we need to begin to limit the lies we tell them. And if they tell us at some point that we have expressly lied to them, we try as much as possible to admit guilt and tell them it is absolutely wrong. Because research has proven that children who are raised by lying also become liars eventually. Now let's talk about some of the consequences that lying to children might have on us. Apart from the fact that it destroys relationship, especially when it's very maliciously done, I want to appeal to any parent who is listening to this. When you do want to report what children have done, let's bear at the back of our minds that they are not going to be children forever. We all remember the points in our lives when our parents hurt us, and it haunts us, and it destroys the relationship that is beautiful that we might share with our parents today. You don't want that to repeat itself, because it's all a cycle. When you're malicious, when you lie about your child's conduct to someone or to the other parent, they remember. They never forget. It's right there in their memory, and eventually it's going to destroy quality adult relationship that you may have with them. Another consequence of lying as a parenting style is you give information to children by example, and that is the easiest way to raise a child. Children never do what we say, they do what we do. And so when you raise them to be liars, they eventually become liars, and they are going to learn tricks to lie to you yourself. So you can never get the truth out of a child you raise by lying as a style in parenting. So we want to be careful to, when we are caught lying, we admit to the child that we have lied, we apologize for it, and we tell the child expressly that we are sorry for having lied. That way, we correct our mistakes so we don't have a replica of it in them. Let me read something to you from a research that was conducted in Singapore in 2012. 379 Singaporean youths were asked if parents lied to them and what effect it had on their early childhood and of course their adulthood. And then they reported that in their adulthood, all of them have psychological effects of having been lied to, and most of them become malicious liars and also see lying as not a big deal. We love our children and we want to play on their emotions to make them better people, but we also want to be careful that we don't damage them in the process. So parenting style, which we all adopt, I'm guilty, which involves petty lies and white lies and lying here and there, might seem very fantastic at this point. But then research has shown that eventually it destroys the relationship we have with them, and it causes them to be blatant liars with all other relationships they have in the future. I hope that has been able to answer your question, and I hope others have learned from this. In our next video, we're going to be looking at maternal jealousy, which is also a reality in our society as expressed by the caller. Join me in my next video as we look at maternal jealousy. Now, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click on the notification icon, and of course to like my videos. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Bye.